as we start the final quarter of Miss Pursuit Party Season 3. The tension is definitely ratcheting up as we head to the elimination race, a classic one with an extended layout this time. Actually, the new track would be used here as well. We're gonna see how this is gonna go. A long one. This was in the qualifiers actually. 20 miles is gonna be a bit shorter here, but the track will not make it any shorter because this is a treacherous one. And we're gonna see it not just for this event. We're going to see it a bit later on as well. As we see every competitor lined up here for the first round, and we are off. We just saw the competitors there. There is a poor start for the men's melodies right there. Did they get by there? Down left, that might be the Mystic Mama, the championship leaders. Did they get by there? Who's that? The Perilous Pancakes were in there. But oh no, there's not Perilous Pancakes. Now it's the Azor Army in the back, but they shot by the Beetroots. Now it's the Beetroots in danger, heading down to the end. They cannot go past the Tridenters, and the Beetroots are eliminated up first. And that is a poor performance from the rookies. We really would have loved to get a good result here. They have been having a poor season, but their captain goes out and dead last. No points for them gained this event. And I think that might just about put an end to their championship hopes, really, for as far as they even existed. But now we head to the second round. It's the Turning Taxis with the poor start. Turning Taxis have had absolutely dreadful showing this season, but now the Flag Taxis near the back. And here it is now the Firefighters. I've gone bronze in this event before, but Morning Milton gets shuffled to the back. It's the Firefighters again, but Men's Melodies get hung up, and the Men's Melodies cannot catch back up. A heartbreaking elimination there for the Men's Melodies. They were not looking near last, but just a hang up there, and that misstep causes them to go eliminated next and only gain 1 point from this event. Men's Melodies, the Rooks, they haven't had a bad season to say. It's been pretty mediocre, but this will certainly put a dent to their season. That is for sure. Now 14 marbles left here. It's the poor start from the Perilous Pancakes there. They come back right there through that Plinko. They're still in last, but through the scoop there now. The Azor Army gets shuffled to last. Can they catch back up? It is pretty close right there. There's someone in second last. I think that might be Team Submarine, but they get by, and the Azor Army well behind in last. And they will be the ones eliminated here. No, they won't! The Perilous Pancakes are stuck under that. You can't really see them from there. But the Perilous Pancakes, what a heartbreaking way to go out, and they're a team pretty high up in the standings too, with their reserve member. That is just heartbreaking to get stuck there. We didn't even see it, because it's like right under that little wood right there, just where you cannot see it. And the Perilous Pancakes are not happy to go out here. It happened to them in the qualifiers as well. Now you have 13 marbles left. The Flag Attack start of Portland. The Flag Attacks are one of the main chasers to the missing marbles, so they need this, but now it's the Turning Taxis. And I believe that is Team Submarine that falls to the back now, but Turning Taxis fall there in there now. The Submarine tries to defend Present Paradise in there. They now fall to last, but they shoved back by the Turning Taxis, and they just cannot catch up. It was a close battle between the two yellow teams, but the Present Paradise pushed the Turning Taxis deeper into their grave, if you will, because their season has been absolutely dreadful after a second place finish last season. Nothing is going right for them here. They got a medal in this event last season. It's not to be this time. Now we have the Present Paradise again to a poor start. They seem to be flirting with the back there, but now it's the Trident Hunters and Flag Attacks again. Flag Attacks are back there a lot, but now it's the Trident Hunters. Fall to the back again. Can they make contact there? I think it's too late for them. Team Submarine is dashing way ahead, and I think the Trident Hunters, this might already be it for them, unless someone gets stuck. And they come across in last. So no one got stuck by the looks of it, so the Trident Hunters will go out next. It has been a decent championship defense for them. Elimination race has never been their best event, and it goes to show. Neptune in 12th place. It's not a horrible finish, but Tridenters definitely would have wanted to get more, as everyone left is getting at least a passable finish. Obviously, not many of these competitors will be satisfied with just an 11th. As here they go again. It is the Doorknobs near the back, along with the Azor Army there. In that scoop, a little bit of a lockdown there, but the Firefighters shot by the Azor Army, who take a long time to get through there. Can they make a comeback? Firefighters are already dashing ahead. Azor Army trying to navigate through that smoothly, but they just cannot do it. And the team that is in 15th, not doing much better than the Turning Taxis, will go out. It has been very underwhelming. They've been a bit of a non-factor this season, the Azor Army, and they're just not really doing what they wish they were doing for a return to the main league. It has not been good for them. They hope to get better soon. But now we will head on to the top 10. From this point, it is just 2 rows in the starting 8. As off they go, it is the Doorknobs, I believe, back there, along with Team Submarine, and the Missing Mamas, I believe, are in there as well. See that school. Morning Mealtime do not take it well. Morning Mealtime, we haven't really seen them that much in this event towards the back, but they're struggling here. And it looks like they might get past the firefighters. And they do. Can the firefighters claw it back? No! The team who just won the last event in a great fashion. They won climbing, got up to second place, but for the second time this season, they do not take that well. Just like the triathlon, this is an event they medaled in last season, but they fall under the pressure seemingly and could only muster up a 10th place finish. So not bad for the championship aspirations, but the Misty Mamas could dash way ahead here, especially if the other teams also cannot do much. Now it is the Chartu Sellers near the back. We also haven't seen them that much in this event. And now Team Submarine is shoved aside there in that scoop. They're trying to come back there, but they take that turn slowly. We've already seen that could be such a detriment that the grab tracks doesn't really matter. Veins of Valiance are also back there, but they will not get into any trouble. Team Submarine, it is exit for them. They seem to implode under the pressure. Sorry for the pun, but that is not a great performance for Team Submarine. 9th place, not a horrible place to be in, but they wish they were better. And here we see the bottom half of the event as half of the teams have been eliminated. So these really wishing they better, particularly teams like the Trident Hunters, Firefighters, and Perilous Plains that were all up there, but they're not having a great one here. Onto the top half now. At this point it is at least a pretty decent finish, but obviously if you go this far you want to make it as high as possible. Charter Sellers in the back. But everyone goes to that scoop pretty quickly, so it is pretty close. The Charter Sellers can make a comeback. They just missed the impact there, but the Veins of Valiance are back there, and the Press of Paradise will get hung up there. That was a mistake, and the Press of Paradise cannot catch up to Veins of Valiance, and they will take the lowest top half spot. A decent finish for them. Press of Paradise who have had a very solid returning season to the main league so far. And the Gift finishes in 8th here. I believe the same that they got in the qualifiers. I think the Press of Paradise cannot be too unhappy with that, especially with how their season has gone. And this will not take away from the momentum or something, but now 7 marbles left. It is a poor start from the Doorknobs right there, but we've seen them in the back quite a few times, and they go through that scoop quickly. But the Misty Mamas cannot. The Misty Mamas are in last right now. The championship leaders trying to come back, but it's behind in the graph trucks. Can they catch up the Veins of Valence? They nearly do there, but they take the same lane, and that will end up being their demise. The Mystic Mamas, the championship leaders, will not be able to get any higher than 7th, which is not a bad finish by any means. But this opens the door for teams like particularly the Flag Attacks, who are still in very high up in the standings. They will certainly be enjoying this, as we have 6 marbles left. Half of them will medal truck. And let's see how it goes here. Money Milton looked to be out to a poor start. Now it's Charter Sellers back there through that scoop. It is the Doorknobs in last, but they go through that quickly through that zigzag. Charter Sellers now battling with the Flag Attacks, but it just seems like they cannot go past them right there. And they got past the Doorknobs briefly, but the Flag Attacks fend them off. And the Charter Sellers just get eliminated. The Flag Attacks will really try to be looking to challenge the Missing Mamas. Just barely avoided here. After that contact with the Doorknobs and Charter Sellers, that sent the latter one packing. Very unfortunate there. There's 5 marbles left here in the event. The Doorknobs still back there, as they're battling with Morning Mealtime and the Fantastics. Fantastics, they take it slowly through that scoop, but they are still pretty quickly behind Morning Mealtime, and the Doorknobs there get hung up. As the Fantastics, they get by the Doorknobs there, but the Doorknobs get them back on their turn, and the Fantastics have no answer to that. And in the battle between two teams who have yet to medal and are really trying to get that, the Flag Attacks get the short end of the stick, and they will have to wait just a bit longer to get a medal, if they will even get it at all this season. This is definitely a bit of a missed opportunity, but this is one of the best finishes so far. So the defending 3rd place team, as underwhelming as they've been, will take that. Now only 4 last. One of them will miss the medal. That's Morning Mealtime back there early on. But let's see how it goes from here. In the scoop, it is Morning Mealtime still back there, but they're battling with the Flag Attacks. It is close, and Morning Mealtime seemingly got the better entry. But the Flag Attacks are still ahead of them. Morning Mealtime there, they get the pass in, and the Flag Attacks will not be able to come back. And the Flag Attacks are eliminated. They only managed to gain 3 points on the Mystic Mamas as they miss out on the medal boosts. So Flag Attacks will be happy to gain those points, but they're going to think what could have been. They just at least survived this round, maybe even a bit more. But Morning Mealtime ended up getting the better of them. So now you have 3 teams left. All of them will medal. As the Veins Valence have the 3rd medal in a row. Doorknobs will get the 1st of the season, but who will get which color? Veins Valence get hung up there in that Plinko section. That might hurt them. And in the scoop, they struggle a bit there too. And it seems to be pretty far behind already. Morning Mealtime and Doorknobs battling ahead. But it seems like that will not matter, as the Veins of Valiance will come across They will be claiming the bronze just like they did in the qualifiers. The third medal in a row for Veins of Valiance. They still do not have a gold. But they're certainly not going to complain about getting back-to-back medals after being medalists the entire time before. They are certainly going to be liking this, as they will take the bronze here. But now for the final, Doorknobs and Morning Mealtime. Both of these are fairly low in the standings, but one of them will win gold here. As the Doorknobs out to a slightly better start as they take the lead through that Plinko, and they go through the scoop quickly. It seems to be a great run for the Doorknobs so far. Can Morning Mealtime catch up? To go through the Doorknobs, breeze through the Gravitex, and they will move their way to the gold medal in the elimination race. The Doorknobs, after a season full of downs, very disappointing for our former champion, finally manage to have something great to the season. The reserve member brings them a gold. Morning Mealtime definitely not going to complain about a silver. They have been struggling quite a lot this season as well for a team that finished 4th last time. The Doorknobs, the first gold medal since season 1. They did not win a gold at all last time. Veins of Valiance also happy to get the bronze and a 3rd medal in a row. The Flying Tags just miss out. They would have loved to challenge the champions here, but it is what it is at the end of the day. Congratulations to the podium finishers. As in the standings, the Mystic Mama's lead is now 9 points over the Flying Tags, who have leapfrogged the Firefighters for 2nd place. We see our first permutation at the bottom. Beerus and Azure Army can no longer win the championship, and the Turning Taxis have fallen so far back that they can't even podium with 3 events to go. It has been highly unfortunate for them. But thank you for watching, keep on spinning, stay tuned for the next event.